What up people, Jay here, back with another video. Figured I'd do something a little different today. Today we're going to do a throwback review. That's right, I said a throwback review from way back in 2007. This time I'm coming at you with the Hoodiez by Carl Jones and Dreamland Toyworks. I don't know if anybody's ever talked about these. I'm going to talk about them because I never did. There may be some editorials out there. But yeah, I'm going to talk about these. People may know Carl Jones from the Boondocks animated series, but I know him from way back in the day when he was illustrating for Aaron McGruder on the Boondocks comic strips. Now, Carl Jones has since gone on to write, produce, do everything. Chamberlain Heights, Freaknik the Musical, Black Dynamite. He was involved with Black Jesus, if I'm not mistaken. I may have to look that up later, but he's involved with Black Jesus. And I remember they had something online called the Super Rumble mixtape show. I think that was it, and he played a character called Tube Steak.
You know why I stay fella? Because I ain't that good. I don't practice my shit. I ain't never succeeded at the motherfucking thing, man. Fuck a T-Pain. I'm the real pain, nigga. Tube steak pain, nigga. I'm like a big ass fat steak. Chunky and fucking hot and sweet with some sauce on it.
If anybody can find them Tube Steak clips, go ahead and check him out. Carl Jones is dope, man. I love the guy. I love all his work that he does. Looking forward to seeing what he has in the future. So we got 5 young guys: Flip, Scrap, Knock, Boogie, and Jazz. I think I got those right. So we gonna take a look at these guys. I'm gonna let you know what I think, and you let me know what you think in the comments. So let's go. Flip, Scrap, Knock, Jazz, Boogie, the Hoodiez. 3 different colorways. There was a monotone, an all black, and then of course there was a color version of each of these guys. I managed to come across these some years ago, and I've been trying my best to look for all the whole set, like the color version and the monotone version, but no luck trying to find those. But I did happen to get these guys, so we're going to take a closer look at these, give you my opinions on the look, the feel of everything. Let's go. Boogie. And as you can see, this man is massive. You can see the large arms, large back, and just the overall physique of this guy. Now, it isn't super detailed. It isn't overly complicated, but just the aesthetic of these guys and this particular framing of him. And I love the fact that he has a solid base on him so he could stand up straight. And if you see those hands, they're not like 5 fingers, they're 4 fingers. So it's like I said, it's an exaggeration of a person. This thing is solid, and he's roughly about 9 inches tall. We'll zoom in on his face so you can see the actual detail in his head. I love the slant of the face, the actual structure. You have these sharp lines. So that's Boogie. Next we're gonna throw up the little guy, Flip. This definitely reminds me, looks like something I would have loved to see growing up back where I'm from. But I'm glad I got these now. As you can see, Flip has the backwards hat, the backpack. You got that solid base that we were talking about with Boogie down at the bottom there. And you can see not every single part of his face is viewable. All you have is his lips, which is good enough for me. And then you can see like the oversized hat. You know, sometimes you see little kids growing up and they'll have like on these very big hats that pretty much cover like their whole face, cover all their eyes and whatnot. But I like the way that he approached these figures, and he just has the lips showing, backwards hat. It's very simple yet effective. And there you go, that's Flip. And here we go, my man Knock. If you can see the arms again, approaching with the 4 fingers, backpack. Very exaggerated hands compared to the arms, very skinny arms. And it looks like he has, if I'm not mistaken, let's zoom in on that, please excuse the video. The wristbands, way back in the day, you used to see people wearing wristbands. You could see the oversized shirt. He has the backpack on, as well as the earphones and the hat. See if we can zoom in on that. Get a little closer. Yeah. large backpack, the hat, and again he approaches the same way, not really showing the eyes, but we have the lips and part of the nose accentuated to where it leaves a little something to the imagination what's going on there. Again, we have this large base, these large feet, sagging, very baggy pants. Not saying they're sagging, but they're very baggy pants on the figure. And if you look at it, it has this very geometric stance to him to give it a solid foundation for him to stand. So there's no easy tipping over, no easy knocking over this guy. Yeah. So there you have it. This is Knock. Scraps is next up to bat. Let's zoom in on Scraps. And as you can see, Scraps gives me this Riley Freeman feel, Riley Escobar. So many names he has under his belt. I forgot them all.
Yeah, my name is Riley, son. But you know, niggas call me AKA Riley Escobar. You know what I'm saying? Cause I be the streets, you know? I got all kinds of names like HR Paper Stacks, also known as AKA Horse Choker, AKA Pillsbury Dope Boy, AKA Louis Rich.
Like the turkey bacon?
Yeah, like the... What?
But he definitely gives me the Riley Freeman feel with the braids. And as you can see, the braids aren't really braids, but they're more accented just with the lines. So you could make that assumption that these are braids and they're flowing backwards, or these cornrows. He has the backpack on, as does everybody except for Boogie. Boogie doesn't have the backpack on. You can see this guy doesn't have a hat. And he has the face, nose, and lips shown. But if you could see closer, which is kind of funny, we'll see when he comes back around, his eyes are cross-eyed. So he has little cock eyes in the middle. And as you could see, you could definitely tell this toy has been through some things, a little roughed around and whatnot. And Scraps as well as Flip, they're both roughly about 4 inches tall, and each one of these pieces really doesn't weigh much at all. And I should probably show you this at the bottom, the Dreamland Toyworks logo at the bottom. Carl Jones, made in China, Dreamland Toyworks Inc. So there's the signature of approval, stamp of approval, and all of these have that stamp of approval on them. There is no articulation in any one of these guys, but they are solid piece. They are a solid piece. No poking them or anything. So yeah, lovely piece. All right, last but not least, Jazz. Let's start from the bottom to the top. You can see my man Jazz has that same solid base, that same solid foundation, baggy pants on him, backpack, accentuated arms, or exaggerated arms and hands, exaggerated feet. You can see he actually has a hoodie on, similar to Boogie, but he has sleeves underneath his. Boogie's just a tough guy. We have the backpack at the back, rolled up sleeves, I should say again. As he comes back around, you can see Jazz is sporting a full-on beard that's been, let's see if the light catches this, but it has been constructed in such a way that it gives you these very angular shapes that portray a beard, that come off as a beard. He has the little hoodie, the hood on his hoodie, and it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, he has some shades on him. Now let's look at the nose right quick. Now the nose doesn't protrude like the lips. I like the fact that it's more like just a slight indentation on the actual sculpt that gives you this this appearance of a nose, And let's look at that side structure, the side stance of him when he comes back around. Let's see if he comes back around. Let's see if we can focus this straight. So you see how he has this That's the best sound effect I could do with my lips. So yeah, let's look at that, man. I think this, out of all these, this guy is probably my favorite because of the stance and the way his back is kind of hunched at an angle. His body is at an angle a little bit. Again, there you go. There's the Hoodiez Carl Jones piece. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do with these? You think I should just leave them black, or do you think I should like do some type of design on them? I am definitely not giving these up. These are probably one of my favorite pieces in the collection, or this series is probably my favorite piece in my whole collection. Yeah, and there you go, jazz. So there you have it, folks. The Hoodiez by Carl Jones. You may be able to find some on eBay somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. People want to do hit the door. What the hell is that thing? The little bell for when new videos come out. But if you want to, hit the bell. You may get a video. You may get a ding from me like 2 months down the road. So yeah, there you go. So thanks for tuning in. Check out the podcast. Follow me online, Johnny5. That's on Instagram, I should say. Follow my podcast, hashtag Blackout Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, SoundCloud, all your podcast listening services, whatever. There you have it.